Well, I hate to say it, but I think that I may have actually become a victim and have potentially experienced a banking collapse myself. And ironically, with the question continuously, almost often being asked most on most videos that I bring to you guys with updates and information about the banks, possible risks associated with the banks, banking collapse, contagion, systemic risk. The question always gets asked, are credit unions safer than banks? Are credit unions better than banks? Well, I'm just going to be 100% honest and full disclosure here. I did not see this one coming. As I brought you guys a video not too long ago with information from my credit union or one of my credit unions about an outage, a system outage, and how it prevented people from having access and restricting them from being able to access their accounts, this, that, and the other. Well, apparently, there's still a problem. The email that I received, I redacted the information. I didn't want to put the credit union on blast for what was going on. And the email that I received stated that the problem had been resolved. But I'm not quite sure if that's really the case. And I want to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to show you this article here from this is WSB TV. Credit union members say their money being held hostage can't access funds. Now, I think the best part about this is the beauty of this is that I can actually check this because oftentimes we get information, we get updates, we get headlines, we get breaking news. For instance, one of the ones I saw this morning was the judge presiding over the Donald Trump indictment donated to the Biden campaign in 2020. But upon further review, after reading the title, it seems as though the judge donated anywhere from $15 to $35 towards the campaign. Now, is that enough to really make people question the judge's judgment or bias or lean? I'll let you guys be the judge of that one, no pun intended. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. But I guess if you're going to donate any funds to any political campaign, I'm sure that we would see opposition if the judge had donated to Trump's campaign from certain groups. But this credit union problem, members saying their money being held hostage, I can actually check this. And I'm going to do that with you guys. I'm going to log into my account and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. But let's first take a look here and see what they have to say. And it says here that credit union members say their money being held hostage, can't access funds. And yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's Friday, April 7, 2023. And this was reported yesterday evening, 8:49 p.m. And granted, the warning signs have been issued that the banking systems would ultimately collapse on a Friday. And it's ironic that this is happening at this time. Um, I'm not sure if it's 100% related, but again, this is a credit union and not a bank. And we were all led to believe that credit unions were actually safer than banks. Several members of a local credit union say their money is being held hostage. Some say that they haven't had access to their direct deposits for 2 weeks. And members of the Atlanta Postal Credit Union told Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez that they can't make withdrawals and their automatic payments are not going through. Again, major problems here with the automation of these accounts, of these bank transactions, and when the banks experience a glitch, which we're going to go into that when I log into the account and show you guys because this is part of my diversity plan, okay? Carolyn Hawkins said she has an account at the credit union. And quote, they need to tell us really what's going on. It's our money that they're using, rightfully so. APCU has 6 locations in Metro Atlanta. On their website, they mentioned a system outage and said as of early morning on March 25th, members can now access online and mobile banking, which is the email that I brought to you guys. The email that I received stating that there was a glitch, members now have access. And to me, honestly, it didn't matter really because I don't really use this account. So uh, I would have never known had they not sent the email, basically after the fact. But I'm not the majority in this case. I can pretty much guarantee that every single Atlanta postal worker uses this bank probably primarily, this credit union primarily. And when their direct deposit doesn't go through, big problem. Now, it says here that Fernandez spoke to several members Thursday who said they had not been things had not been restored online or inside credit unions. I came here several times and they said that the system is down. So I was not going to get a paper receipt, but the money would be in there. And they said it's been down for a while. They don't know what happened. Now, that is amazing to believe that they don't know what happened, as well as making a deposit or any transaction for that matter and not getting a receipt. Now, if it were me, odds are they probably aren't necessarily divulging this information prior to the transaction. It'll be after the transaction has been completed. Then I would have to sit there and log into my account. I would log into my account while I was standing there and double check and make sure that I could see the transaction had been done. There's no way I would want to walk away without any sort of confirmation at all, you know? Meanwhile, Fernandez also went to the credit union's Decatur location and the main branch in Southeast Atlanta, which is Hapeville. Managers she spoke with said that they couldn't comment. There's also a credit union branch inside South DeKalb Mall, and Fernandez spoke to a member who there said she's been trying to get a cashier's check for 2 weeks. Well, I feel like my money is being held hostage and I cannot complete transactions because of this, the member said, not identifying herself. Other members told Fernandez said they haven't gotten their direct deposits and that things they have had on automatic payment aren't getting paid. Remember, folks, diversity, security, and cash flow. And more importantly than ever, this diversity and security and cash flow is going to hit these banks and now credit unions. And it is extremely ironic that one of the first ones that we're hearing about is one that I actually have an account at. And it says here that they can't give me a date nor and a time when it will be cleared up. They just keep saying the system is down, the member said. Meanwhile, Atlanta Postal Credit Union is a member owned, not for profit organization. As of December, it had nearly 105,000 members and had more than $2 billion in assets. The credit union sent Fernandez a statement late Thursday night saying, and I quote, "We are pleased to share that Atlanta Postal Credit Union and Center Park Credit Union have made significant progress in addressing the technical issues experienced by our members. Both online banking and all our branches are operating as normal. Please note that any funds in our members' accounts were not impacted and continue to remain available and secure. While we are in the process of sharing more information with our members and employees, we will continue to provide notable updates regarding our investigation into the scope and nature of the incident." Um, and then it goes on to say here, "We appreciate our members' patience and understanding as we have worked on these issues. Our priority remains the same, providing high quality service to our members and addressing their needs." Now, I will say that Atlanta Postal Credit Union, they typically do a really good job of providing quality service. I really do like walking into a credit union that I don't even use very often, and people remember me. They know who I am. Um, even less often now because it's in Atlanta and we're in Florida. But either way, um, it's a homey feeling. It's a warm feeling. Uh, but it is still a problem when your money is unavailable. Regardless of the bank, regardless of who you are, regardless of how welcome they make you feel, if you can't access your money, if you can't access your paychecks, that is a problem. Well, here we go, folks. What happens when we try to log in to my Atlanta Postal Credit Union APCU account? Now, I've pre-recorded this so I can show you guys, and I've redacted my personal information so you guys can't be trying to log into my account. You know, remember security. um, but I got a few interesting things I want to share with you about this. So let's just go ahead and take a look here. So we're just going to go to APCU, Atlanta Postal Credit Union. We're going to log in here, and everything seems to be working fine. I don't see any warnings or notifications on the homepage. And here we are. We're gaining access now. They have two-factor authentication. So now they send me a code to a text message so that I can prove that it's me. I appreciate that. Um, it's ironic that the credit unions typically have greater security than regular big banks. But here you go. Here's my account. Here's my account. You can see it right there. Now, one of the interesting things that I wanted to point out was the fact that there is an internal error message shown here. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this has anything to do with the accounts or the functionality, or if this is just an internal error from some form of advertisement or marketing that they may have had on the side banner. Um, I don't have any direct deposits into this account, but it was interesting for me to log in because I haven't been here for a while. And, realistically, this is just part of my diversity plan. Um, I forgot I even had this account, and uh, it's really maintenance mode just to maintain membership at a credit union. If you guys know, if you gain access to a credit union, especially one like a federal credit union or at least a association based credit union that you can't just walk up to and apply and become a member to, you don't really want to lose that. So I don't keep a lot of money here. It's in maintenance mode. And yes, I do get notifications sometimes. It says, hey, your account has been inactive or whatever. So I send some money over there. But the other thing was I forgot I had a credit card over there. Um, and this just reminded me that I had a credit card there. I completely forgot about that one. So, um, yeah, this ties into the video I made for you guys yesterday talking about credit card limits and credit utilization and credit scores. If you want to know more about that, by all means, check out that video. Comment down below. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are right now with APCU, Atlanta Postal Credit Union, my account. I was able to log in. It seems like everything's fine. There is an internal error message there. However, I'm not quite sure what people are experiencing right now from the standpoint of direct deposits or automatic payments and bill pay and things like that. If anybody watching is a member or knows anyone else who is a member, comment down below, share the video. Let me know. Let us all know what's going on, what's happening, what problems have you faced, what solutions have been presented. Is there a resolution? Are there any fees being tacked onto your accounts? What's going on with the other accounts that haven't been paid because your direct deposit hasn't come through? How are you making it through multiple weeks without direct deposit? That's part of that diversity, security, and cash flow plan, folks. I would recommend myself having multiple sources, backup plans to fall back on in the event that something like this can happen. And, I think it's really ironic, me being me, bringing you guys the information and the content I bring you guys on a regular basis, having a direct connection and potentially being impacted by a bank and, more importantly, a credit union failure, just goes to show it can happen to anybody. And granted, I don't necessarily see any disruption here, but again, I don't use that account like most people may. on a regular basis. So, but even still, if this account went down, I have others. If my other accounts went down, I've got others. And if all my accounts went down, I've got cash and credit and a variety of other resources to pull from. That is diversity, folks, from the standpoint of resources. Diversity, though, also goes into the discussion of investments and savings and protection and different things like that. But again, diversity, security, cash flow, plan, prepare, protect. These are important pillars, in my opinion, every single day, day after day, um, that we have to continuously monitor and continuously stay diligent to make sure that we are relatively safe and or have the ability to continue and go on about our day, because the last thing you want to do is find yourself in a situation where now you're financially strapped because you can't get your paycheck, yet you still have bills to pay, yet you still have to go to work. Then you have this added stress and burden placed on you, and it just compounds from there. You guys know what I'm talking about. Diversity, security, cash flow. And again, if anybody knows of anyone or watching happens to be an APCU, Atlanta Postal Credit Union member, please share your experience down below, or any other bank or any other credit union for that matter. I will continue to monitor all of these financial and economic and banking, money investing, savings, wealth building, inflation based recession, depression, economic shift, economic collapse, headlines and updates, and bring them to you guys as they come about. Until next time, you guys take care, be safe. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on your alerts, notifications, be kind to one another. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye.